I wanted to jump on today and kind of talk about how, like, what you do and your services and like how you're different than regular medical care that we typically think about in the US. And I'd love to hear kind of what you're doing, what's new.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome. Tell me about like what inspired you to create 7 Pan Wellness?
Good question. So I'm a family nurse practitioner, and I was traditionally trained in Western medicine and worked in the hospital for a while. And I got to see the worst of the worst as far as what happens when chronic disease goes unchecked and quality of life. And, I can give you all the medicine you need at the hospital, but people just weren't feeling better. So I wanted to get on the other side of that, of how can we stay healthy and prevent disease, prevent even needing the hospital. And that started my journey into getting into functional medicine. I remember being in the hospital, and I worked with endocrinologists, and I saw a patient who had newly diagnosed thyroid disease, and he was about to get his thyroid ablated. And he sat and asked me and the endocrinologist, I know I have something pretty big right now. I'm about to get surgery, but what can I do when I go home? Is there anything that I can do to eat better? Do I need to eliminate gluten? Maybe I read that. And the endocrinologist looked him straight in the eye and said, stop reading that stuff. There's nothing that you can do. You're just going to have to take this pill. You might need to have more later. And that's it. That's just kind of you're doomed to just do that, but it'll be fine. And I remember seeing the defeat on his face of it just took all the empowerment away from him. I knew there was more to it than just, hey, let's take a pill. I didn't see that work. And that, again, started me stepping out of that world and into more of the holistic preventative medicine. And so from that point on, I got functional medicine trained, got a lot of experience. And through Seventh Hand, I can see people. I can have a lot of time to see people is one thing, is build a different model that opens up the door to where we can actually talk about things, because 5-minute visits aren't super effective. And then also I can really get to know the person, and we customize what's going on, be able to connect all the dots and really get to the root cause of their problems instead of the quick fixes.